locations, they have a lot of different measures to try to claw that back. Before I bring Joan in, you did mention, John, the talk of both the squelching of warrants, the protection that he may have gotten from what was the Trump.
What a great day.
And then his public claims that he didn't even want a pardon. Here's briefly what he said about that.
What a great day.
Okay.
What is your response to claims that you're seeking a pardon?
I'm not.
What a wonderful day it is.
He denied that then. Not so funny now. Well, John,
cheers.
When you say he's a subject and potentially
Cheers.
a target, and you look at all this piling up, is
The
there
stress
a
is just
secondary scandal that the Justice Department
leaving my
may
body.
have crossed the line in trying to protect him, or do you think it's possible that they made a good faith decision to block the warrant, and this new Garland Justice Department just came down on a different side?
Wow. My hair's looking good. It's got to come off though. It's a crazy day.
Loyal for Trump in every situation, and given that this was the friend, the lawyer, the advocate that is Rudy Giuliani, it makes sense that they thought they would try to protect him. So my starting point, my hypothetical that I would test as an investigation was who in the department was involved in the decision not to approve that search warrant, what the correspondence was, and what they did.
Yeah.
That is an investigation that has to happen.
Yeah,
In
that
the
would
Southern
be.
District, we have to look again at the firing. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you look at also the firing in that same district, that's definitely right for the Inspector General and Congress to look at. Again, I don't think we can preach.
It's no longer
at
the
times,
president.
Just explains why it's quote suspicious. Joe,
I have my
you're
slippers on.
the Giuliani of it all for so
Just wanted to
long.
show everybody.
The second lawyer for
I have a
Donald
couple
Trump,
pairs of
he's the
these.
lawyer
One of them,
using all this.
khaki, pooped in, like a lot, when she was young because she was sort of using this as a nest. So I got rid of those, but I found these in my car because I got to yank everything out of the car because it's going back to the Honda thing tomorrow. But what a great day. This has turned out to be a wonderful day. I got my COVID relief check. That's great. I got those at Walmart. They're real sweet. I also got some deer foams at Walmart that are real sweet that I like. This is not, listen, this isn't a paid endorsement about deer foams or my Walmart slippers. It's not. This is an endorsement about my life, my day today. It was freaking awesome. Not really. Not really. I filed last year, and there was like a slip up. I did it. I filed instead of having the chick that always does it for me. And then they contacted me and said that they wanted me to verify who I was for some, you know. I was flipped out. I didn't do it. And then Jessica, who does my taxes, has done my taxes every year for the last 20 years. Did them, and then she said, yeah, I figured it all out. It's no big deal. I took it into the IRS and everything. You're getting your $1,800, and then you'll get your $1,400 like a week after. I was so stressed out. I can't remember why. I didn't want to bother her. She'd already, done me a favor, and I didn't want to bother her last year. We had made this deal years ago. We're friends with her for a long time from Brooklyn, and the woman's great. She's pretty hardcore Republican, but I love her. I was a Republican for years, so a lot of the stuff she says doesn't shock me. She had a dead cat in her backyard, and it had maggots and everything. And she said, "You get that out of my yard, and I'll do your taxes for life." I said, "Come on, man, it can't be that bad." I went over there; it was really bad, and I said, "I can't do this." She's like, "No, I'm being serious. You got to do it. Just do it. I'll do your taxes for life." So I did it, and I was gagging when I did it. So anyway, I don't want to bother her. I don't want to bother her. And I was just sort of, I had the hernia going on, and I did it myself, and it was a mistake. I'll do it. I'd do it. Oh, is that what you do? Is it? Are you a tax person? You're a money person? She's doing. She did it. She figured it out. She was like, "No, it's no problem." It's like, it's no problem. I don't know about the brooding controversy. What is the controversy? I got the impression that they are getting eggs and hatching them there. Is that the controversy? Because my duck seemed like it was 1 day old or 2 days old, which I was cool with. Added Pumpkin's command to lay down on her side while working her push-ups today. It's good, Toxic. A talented dog trainer. The wife's right here. Dogs are downstairs. Are you using stackable containers and the birds are very lethargic and sick? Oh, well, that probably goes from tractor supply to tractor supply. And, oh, well, I mean, Jessica does it for free. There is something to be said. Usually the health department comes in and checks that stuff. It's like a pet store, sort of. And I know about the stackable stuff, and I did see that some of the ducks were in, like, I wasn't really happy with how that they were housed. And my duck came out from the back, and I thought there was probably cleaner back there, and it had an appearance of, hang on. Due to backlash, they went back to the heat lamps. Okay, that might be a better idea. That might be a better idea. It'd be cleaner. That sort of makes sense. But the problem was inadequate. Oh, is that right? I could see that. You gotta, man, the baby chickens and baby ducks, you gotta keep them hot. Man, my duck, just like, I think for 2 days or something, like, I turned the heat down in here, and I started noticing, kind of wet nostrils. I turned the heat up and put the bird on metronidazole and Talosin. She's fine. But you got to be careful. I mean, I've been working with baby birds for so many years. I watch them like a hawk. I was, preoccupied. She's great. She's right there. But I got the impression that they're hatching eggs there too. Like, I'm sure that they have incubators back there, and they just get eggs sent to them and hatch them. Oh, hang on. It's UPS. Hey, I'm rejecting that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Sorry to waste your time. Hang on.
True at the economic level, there's also a great rift growing within the Republican Party that Biden, in these early days, seems to be.
Appreciate it. I feel like I was doing that for a while, but I don't know. I want to do a film. I forgot what I was talking about. But, heat is such an important thing with the baby birds. People don't get it. A hospital box for a bird is, 90 to 105 degrees. And then, if it's, hi, Khaki, if it's, bird, you might have to hydrate. So a lot to know about birds. There's a lot of vets that will not even deal with birds. There's a lot of people like myself that probably know more about birds than the vets. That's a fact. That's a fact. My friend who was a vet was just like, I don't want to deal with avian species. There's just too much to know, and it's true, there is. The if the trick is to use good husbandry with avian species, and they'll live a long time. Don't let the water get filthy, and if you see the slightest thing wrong, um, you know, you can treat your pets with antibiotics and stuff. It's legal. You can buy antibiotics. You can treat animals. You can buy Pen-G at Tractor Supply and inject it yourself. You can buy at Tractor Supply. You can buy shots for your dog. I've done that for my dogs. I won't do that for a client to take them to the vet so that there's a record. But you can't get rabies. You can do distemper, parvo, that kind of stuff. But birds are like, I didn't know that there was some kind of issue. I think that's probably a better idea, do the heat lamp. A place like that, I don't know why they were trying that anyway, those stackable things. Like, I didn't really get that. It seemed to make more sense because, having a heat lamp at that place, it would be set up safe. You don't have to worry about it. They're not going to burn down the building.
We all know life has changed a lot this past year and this past decade.
I didn't know about that. That's interesting. I was disappointed when I went in there and saw them, and I was really happy that Khaki was coming from the back. And I was happy that Khaki was smaller than the Pekins. The Pekins were like, man, they look pretty old. I mean, they were still fluffy and everything, but Khaki came out. She was tiny. And you want to get a duck when it's real young. You want to get a bird, hi, Khaki. Khaki's on my foot. What's up, Sam B? But what a great day. Rudy Giuliani is in trouble. Khaki's great. She's right here. That means someone else is in trouble too. And he is no longer, and I'll stop talking. I know it bums people out, but he's in trouble. So happy to see that check, though. I was. I have this thing where, like, if I have a certain amount of money, I'm okay. I don't need to be rich. This is true. What I need is enough money to produce art. That's it. And feed myself and take care of my animals and pay my bills. I do not need to make millions. That is not a requirement for me. But I have this number, and then when they, that Raven's still around. What are you talking about, man? Get out of here, dude. What's the matter with you? But when it Jesus Christ. When it starts going down from this number that I like, I start getting nervous. And then when it goes down, the half number of what I like, I'm like, oh shit. And come on, man. I put out videos with Sam, within the last 45 days. People ask that. It's like, where do you think he went? He's in another room. He's over there, and I closed him in because he takes his beak and knocks on my door and keeps knocking. I talked about it today on this channel. He knocks on the door where the pigeons knock twice, like that. They want to come in. They don't do it again. They just go like that. I'm out here. Sam will just keep knocking, for an hour. He's obnoxious. I love him, but he's obnoxious. What's the oldest book on that bookshelf? I don't know, 1795 or something. It's pretty crazy that they'll knock on a door like that. Sam was doing it. This is true. Sam was doing it first, and then Remy started doing it, and then Chaga started doing it. I heard Remy, this was recent. Stop by the... Dude, I have a channel. Whatever. I mean, if you subscribe, you're gonna... I don't know. You can blame everything on the algorithm. Birds are smart. They're smart. They're smarter than dogs. Yeah, they're very smart. Hi, Khaki. I love this bird. This is a great bird. You just check his channel. Yeah. You can also get notifications. Make sure you get notifications. I don't know, man. You could go to the channel, man. There's like, I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't mean to be a dick, but it's really obnoxious. I hear it all the time. Like, I heard it earlier today. What happened to the Raven? Well, he has a name. His name is Sam, and nothing happened to him. Nothing. I talk about him all the time. Remy, what are you doing? What are you eating? Get out of here, douche. What are you doing? Get off of there, man. There's another douche. But this Khaki. Khaki's not a raven. She's a bird called the duck. She is. And she sort of goes after Remy. It's very interesting. I'm not really sure what I don't know what the deal is. I think she could kill Remy, I'll tell you that. Remy can fly off. Remy's taking her wing and like slapping her. Trying to put her in her place, which is probably a good idea. Khaki's grown a lot, yeah. She feels like mohair now. She is a beautiful animal. So is Remy. Remy's over there on the bed. Remy was Remy's sleeping in here. I was going to sleep. She wouldn't leave me alone. I had to kick her out. It set a camera up to find out how she was escaping. Is Khaki Bill? No, I don't think so. I think she's going to be an all brown-ish bird. Can you show us your wall art? Looks cool. What wall art? That? I'll show you all art one day. We'll go on a tour one day, not today. Most of my work is animatronic. It's not really set up. It's wrapped up because I showed it. So, not a lot to see. I have flat work. I do paintings. I do sculptures. I do animatronics. I do film. Okay, someday we will do a tour. Sounds fun. Any animals you've been interested in raising but haven't been able to chance to? A dolphin. I'd like to bottle feed a dolphin. A penguin, maybe. But I couldn't get a penguin, so I got a duck. Just sort of like a penguin and has webbed feet. Like a freshwater dolphin from the Amazon. They're pretty cool. Or a narwhal would be nice. I'd like to, mechanical I don't know what you're talking about, mechanical monsters. You mean like when I do presidents, animatronic presidents? Khaki. Khaki wacky. Khaki wacky. Khaki. I love Khaki. Here, get down there and play with Remy. There you go. Yeah, narwhals are cool. What is up with that horn thing that they have? What's that for? I wish it was for spearing fish, but it is not. More than 99% of the humans. I love the Amazon. It's getting screwed up real quick because they got a douche down there. The Brazilian douche, who is a lot like someone else. The horn is a tooth, actually, and they joust with it to win mates. Oh, is that right? Interesting. It's a knob stick, huh? That's what you call it, a knob stick? Can they just, take it and, ram it into a boat? That'd be awesome. If I was going to ride an animal, it'd be a narwhal, for sure. Like if I was Aquaman. I wouldn't go for a seahorse. What kind of tool would ride a seahorse, even if it was a giant seahorse? I'd go for a narwhal. Yeah, they might be harmless, but they don't look harmless because they got a big horn on them. They're like a unicorn. The unicorns of the ocean. They're not screwing around. A giant otter would be cool, but isn't that like a seal? It's a giant otter. Isn't that the same thing? And a giant saltwater otter? I'd ride a man. I know somebody that jumped onto a manatee and it was dead and fell through it. So it was disgusting. The smell was horrendous. Have you ever had pet chickens? No, I have not. And I can't because I feed chickens to dogs. And I don't know what I'll feed them at that point. Because like I'm just never eat duck again now. Do you think the... no, I don't. No. It's big. It's a big ocean, though. It is. It's big, but are you going to? I don't know what that is. What's SawCon? Exotic animal trade should be. There's not much of it anymore. Most animals are bred in this in the country. You know what, like monkeys and stuff. I don't know why anybody would want a monkey. Yeah, what is this convention? Is that a sing-saw convention? If so, yeah. What is SawCon? Monkeys are a handful and they live forever. It's true. Like a marmoset, maybe. Look cool. It's a play on words, Sock. What is it? What's the play on words? What are you, 3 years old? Like, seriously, if anybody sees that, any of the moderators see this? What is it? What are you, 3 years old? Yeah, it's hilarious, right? Jesus Christ. You're like what, are you like a mindless 8th grader? I mean, really? It is, right? If any of the moderators see that, just get rid of them. We don't want kids here. I mean, if you can behave, but obviously, like, you know, you're like, oh, that's hysterical. It's right? It's just nonsense. It's like, God, go outside and play, you know? That's a real knee slapper. Jesus Christ. Peter, do you think... why do you want an Akita? You know, not necessarily. It depends who you are. I think that it might be a bad idea for you because you're already asking if it's a bad idea. Is it a bad idea? Yeah. Listen, I'm not doing this Joe stuff, okay? You know, if I see that, I'm just going to start getting rid of these people. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, kids. I mean, seriously, it's just, oh, Joe Rogan. No, I don't watch that show, and seeing what he's like telling people, I'm really, I've been correct about him. He's ridiculous. As long as you're healthy and take vitamins. No. What are you, 3 years old? Why would I be fighting Joe Rogan? Do you have any training plans for khaki? Yeah. What's up, Edward D? What's the D stand for? Edward D. What a great day, though. It really is a wonderful day. I sent a danger. How is the Bigfoot community affected by COVID? Just like everybody else. What's my opinion on the COVID vaccine? Well, they gave me Pfizer, and I had no problem with it. I suggest, do whatever you want. Do what's right for you, but I believe in science. Let's just say that. I believe in science. What a great day, though. I am really happy. Look at who's here. It's Remy. Remy smells like soap. She does. She smells like soap. I can't believe that people think that like birds aren't like affectionate and shit. Remy was sort of a jerk to me last night. She wanted attention. I was trying to go to sleep, so she was like pecking me. She's being a real tool. Oh hey, Tamed Lauren. What's up, Tamed Lauren? You smell like soap, Remy. Yeah, she's sweet. She's awesome. Yeah, why wouldn't I like kookaburras? They live in an old gum tree. Mary, Mary, king of the bush is he. Laugh, kookaberry, laugh. How gay your life must be. How was that? Should I break up my my mandolin? I know y'all love it. How's Solar? Solarton's a douchebag. He's downstairs. Yes, I would have an emu. Tamed Lauren, don't you live in merry old England? Bigfoot come from the planet Zarkon. Yes, I do, from merry old England, that's right. What do you do, Tamed Lauren? And who tamed you, by the way? Because you sort of seem like a wildcat. The duck is sitting down. His name is Sam. Okay, I'm out to go grilling. Perfect for today. I'll see you. Yes, of course I like them. Would I keep a falcon? No, I don't really have any reason to do that. I don't have any reason to do that. I used to work in mental health. Now I work in skincare. You do, from your picture, you do look like you have good skin. You do. What kind of, like, what do you do? Like just skincare products, or you work with people and their skin? If you had an animal, which would you? If you had to be an animal, which would I choose? A human, definitely. Or no, I tamed myself, I guess. Are you tame? I don't think you're tame. I think you're bullshitting me. I was saying bye to 5. I don't think you're tame. You don't seem tame at all. You're like a kitten that like scratches. Meow. I think so. I'd go with a human because there's more opportunity to. Well, you're top of the totem pole, sort of. What if you end up being a dog, and you end up having somebody that kicks you around and shit? I think. Huh? This is interesting. What is your favorite type of bird? I don't have one. I don't have a favorite type of anything. I love my Mancoon. Really? You got a Mancoon? I got a big cat. It's just a big Brooklyn cat, though. It's big, harmless, though. Lives with birds. I was working on skincare ranch down on a farm. I give facials and skincare treatments in a little treatment room I have. Oh, it's like that. It's like you're a private person, and people come and get like whatever, like your skin, like a mask or something, like an egg wash or something, cucumbers on their eyes. What do you think about people keeping Savannah cats and some? I don't. It's hard to judge. Those aren't big cats. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that those could really kill anybody. They're small. I don't know. They're expensive. They're beautiful. A hippo? I would keep a hippo. I'd ride a hippo. But what do you make taxidermy? No, I don't make taxidermy. A hippopotamus is the most dangerous animal in Africa. Strange but true. You wouldn't think of that pachyderm being dangerous, but you get in the water, they're gonna tear you up. They are gonna stomp you, and yes, I eat meat. Don't I look like I eat meat? What do I look like? You think I'm a vegan? Are you kidding me? This guy thinks I'm a vegan. What in the world? You're crazy. I'm like a dog, man. I eat like a dog, okay? South America, too. What? There's no hippos in South America. There aren't. Hippos are in Africa. I feel bad for eating meat, but it's just so tasty. Oh, I agree. Isn't it good? Don't you love beef and pork? Yum. You could bring back any extinct animal one. Which would you bring back? I'd bring back the Tasmanian tigers. That'd be a good one, but they still might be alive. I'd go for a dinosaur, probably. Like a big one. Like a, I don't know. Something big. Go for those giant plant-eating ones that are just huge. I'd go for that. That would be cool. Hang on. How is it to train a dog without a need for a leash? That costs about $8,000. Toxic just hid your comment for asking something stupid. Sort of a Don't be sorry. You know, I don't really know what you think. Um, what do you think? I'm gonna. Oh, I'll tell you right now. Um, oh my God! Look at who it is. Jacqueline, I got a question to ask you. Would you like to Skype by it, or not Skype, Zoom? Would you like to talk on Zoom tomorrow? We could talk on Zoom. Am I being too forward? I have no way of sending you a Zoom link though. I'm asking Jacqueline out on a date, sort of. It's harmless. We're hundreds of miles away. I won't do anything weird. Jacqueline, think about it. Think about it. Be harmless. I just want to ask you some questions. That's all. We could talk and see if like maybe you want to hang out. I got nothing going on here. You just hang out, and you can hang out as long as you want. I really don't care. If you're not working, whatever, or if you could get off, whatever. I don't know what you're doing. She's lurking again. We should talk. Totally interesting. You seem totally interesting. You were in the military? What branch in the military were you in? You were a single man? What were you? Cryptologist? Something like that. You were in something that you had to have a really high score. Oh, good. Well, let's make sure and figure out some way. You know what? Tonight, info@readyourdog.com to send me your email, and then I'll send you a Zoom link tomorrow. What time do you want to Zoom tomorrow? Whatever time. I don't care. Look, I'm asking Jacqueline Stitch, sort of on a Zoom date. It's very romantic. Hey, I was just, it's not wrong. I'm just friendly. I'm just like this friendly guy. You just seem like a very interesting person, you and your books and your military career and your nursing and neuroscience degree. Just seem pretty interesting. And you know what? I have this feeling that you're empathetic. And that's a big deal. Hard dealing with people that are unempathetic, and I think you're empathetic because you're a nurse. People that lack empathy are just, god damn. They all know it too. They all know it, which is real strange. Like they'll even acknowledge it. Like here's yeah. I had somebody say to me, I don't think I'm a psychopath because sometimes I feel empathy. I was like, oh, okay. That's good to know. You know? Fuck. I was flipped out. I was like, oh, really? You don't think that you're a psychopath? You know? But I do. I would assume. Oh, thank you, Connor. I assumed that somebody that's going into nursing is empathetic. You know, you don't have to be jack of all trades. I'm free in the afternoon. Oh, okay. You wanna do it at like 3? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta take my car in at 1:15. Then we could do it at 4. I could probably be back by 4. Okay, 1. Yeah, I could be back by 4. Can you do it at 4? Hang on, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if she's gonna agree to this. I'm totally nervous. I'm waiting with like bated breath. Sure, 4 o'clock. Wow. Check it out. Some kombucha. Jacqueline, do you ever drink kombucha? Will you drink kombucha? I'm asking her some questions. They're preliminary questions. And tomorrow I'm probably going to ask her more questions. Yeah, I get nervous. Come on. Come on, I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. Look at me. It's on. I have empathy for Giuliani. Giuliani's going to jail, and you know who else might be going with him? His buddy. So Giuliani's MIA. Oh, they can't find him? What's up, Nate? I got crabs. Peter, what do I do? I'm going to help you, Nate. I'm going to help you. What you do is you go get flea and tick shampoo. I was in college. It works. Hart's Mountain. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Well, it used to be. You might want to check. It's pyrethrins. Did I just divulge that I got the crabs in college? I was joking. I didn't get the crabs. Nate, that's disgusting. God. Filthy. Where have you been? I've never tried it, but I did recently try chaga. Oh, really? Yeah, chaga's good. I have some birch polypore that I've been drinking that I like a lot. It's sort of it's clear when you make the tea, and it tastes like a mushroom soup. It's pretty good. It is. It's pretty good. I like it. Chaga doesn't even really taste like mushroom. There's a lot of chaga in Michigan. By the way, do you live in Sault Ste. Marie? Is that where you live? Man, that is the middle of nowhere. You live in the boondocks. I was thinking about that. Like you're the upper peninsula of Michigan. There's like nothing up there. It's cold as shit. I'm more like it's civilized here. Up there, my God, that is rough, Jacqueline. Hey, listen, the Finger Lakes does not get as much snow as Jacqueline gets where she is. That's crazy. I mean, seriously, that up there is like that's on the you're on the American side, or are you Canadian? You're on the American side, right? Did I play any sports? Yeah, I wrestled. Oh, that's good. It's even more boondocks than that, Peter. But yes, winters are awful. Oh, so you're not even in Sault Ste. Marie. You're in wherever, Podunk. Can I ask you a question? I won't ask you this tomorrow. What does your family do? Why did you grow up there? Was your dad like a bear, like a trapper or something? Like, what would you do up there? A lumberjack? I mean, I'm sure it's gorgeous. I bet it's pretty cool looking in the summer. Do you have to like wear snowshoes and stuff? Like, I'd use tennis rackets on my feet. It works. I saw it happen in a cartoon. You can do it. It actually will work. It's true. Was I a fan of Bob Ross? Well, yeah, I like Bob Ross, but come on, as an artist? Really? Come on, I'm a contemporary artist, man. I think that it was like sort of interesting as a kid watching him paint, but I mean, like, those are horrible. They belong in like a hotel or something. I mean, if he painted them, but he put like UFOs in there, Yeah, it'd be cool. Or Bigfoot. But no, he didn't. It'd just be like some kind of like bad landscape. Who is some of your favorite artists? Bob Ross. But I'd like to put UFOs and Bigfoot in those. Um, ASMR. Northern Wisconsin is no joke in the winter. I bet it's terrible. I think Francis Bacon was amazing. Don't you? Remy does. Remy loves Francis Bacon, don't you, Remy? Remy is totally into Caravaggio. Aren't you? Well, Solerton likes Salvador Dali. You got to sort of like him, but like, come on, he got real commercial at the end, and I mean, where in America are you at? New York State. Right, Remy? Look at Remy. Isn't she beautiful? Look at how calm she is. She trusts the shit out of me. Don't you, Remy? God, she smells like maple syrup. I bet that's what your family does up there. They have a maple farm. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to talk about your personal stuff. I like imagining that your family like is out there in the winter tapping maple trees, because I don't know what else anybody would do. It'd be cold, man. It'd be like living in Maine. Like, whoa, like, I mean, some of those towns are like tiny up there. That's like so, I don't know. I don't know what's up there. Maybe there's a military installation up there. I heard Giuliani is MIA and he was supposed to make public announcement. Rudy's in trouble. Nah, I was raised by wolves. You have to be a little rough for sure. That's interesting, because I was known as the this St. Louis dog boy. I was found in Forest Park, and there was a group of dogs that was taking care of me. And what they pieced together, I was adopted by my family. What they pieced together is that I was dropped off there, like when I was 1, and these feral dogs raised me. And sort of, my mother was a Cocker Spaniel, and supposedly my dad was a German Shepherd. That's interesting. So we're similar. The St. Louis dog boy, that's what I was. They found me. I told you this. I didn't read until I was 18. That was because I had like a sort of fucked up childhood. I was crawling on the ground and shit. Right, Remy? Are you okay, mate? Yeah, I guess. Are you okay, mate? Peter, are you still president of the Bigfoot community? Yes, I am. Are you housebroken now? Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. I definitely. That is true. What product do you use for your mane? Oh, usually bar soap, like just whatever. But I do have some tail and mane down there that I will use. I use dog shampoo sometimes, but I'll just use whatever. I use lava, lava soap. If I have that, I'll use that. I did find out that I'm allergic to that Ivory soap, that white bar soap. Like, my mom had it, and my skin would break out, and just recently I figured out that I'm allergic to it. So for years, I always bought that, and always had this problem, especially in the winter. Like winter itch. It's terrible. Do you believe that humans naturally developed our kind of, that's epistemology. I don't really, I can't talk about that right now. You're screwing me up here. You're making me think. I don't know about that kind of stuff. Ask Jacqueline. She might know. If you're a Taurus, then you have a birthday coming up. Mess with the bull and you get the horns. I am a... Oh! Jacqueline. What month were you born in? Tell us your zodiac sign. We're dying to know. Genetics make you go bald. So does high testosterone, I think. I think it's a testosterone problem. Too much, I think. Did you see a video of a raptor rain? No. Are you a libertarian? No. No. Do you recommend Wegmans? Yes. Yes. What kind of music are you into? I like classic rock. You know, causes baldness, but not naturally. TRT causes. I don't know. I don't have to worry about it. I have plenty of hair. I was never held captive by Sam. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound ridiculous. My hair. I had to bring my chicken 11 eggs and had an incubator under the chicken brooder in the closet. Do you like Gordon Lightfoot? Well, I don't hate him. You know. Sure. When I think about Gordon Lightfoot, I was born after the longest night of the year. So that would be, you were born... Come on, why are you doing this to me? It was recent, I think. No, it wasn't. It's coming up. Jacqueline. Giuliani turned over one cell phone, one iPad, and one laptop, and nothing else. The agents were at the apartment for approximately 45 minutes. I may not remember all the details of the investigation, given that a lot has happened. A June birthday. No shit. June 21st. Oh, fucking my God. Not a lawyer for Trump the president, but for Trump the person. And yet he somehow became the point person for Trump's pressure campaign. Really? To fabricate a scandal to pin on the Biden family in Ukraine. We would later learn that Trump pressured Ukraine's government to investigate Biden's son, Hunter, and use military aid as leverage. Looks like the House launched an impeachment inquiry, ending in Trump's first impeachment. During that impeachment trial, that a witness said that Trump wanted nothing less than the Ukrainian president to go to a microphone and say investigation. You were born June 21st? Or that would have damaged Biden, the same way that then FBI Director James Comey reviving the inquiry into Hillary Clinton's emails helped to cost her the election. As we now know, the smear campaign against Biden did not work, and Biden would be elected president, only to choose an attorney general who may now be Rudy's worst. That's not June 12th. According to the New York Times, during the Trump administration, it's 21st. It's the same two numbers. Justice Department repeatedly sought to block such a warrant against Giuliani. No, why would I read Mein Kampf? Come on, man. Why would I read that? The Justice Department lifted its objection to the search. And joining me now is New York Times Washington correspondent Michael Schmidt and Joyce Vance, MSNBC columnist. And Michael, if you could just clear up for one, sort of, if you have June 12th was this other day. I'll tell you at some point. I could have gotten it wrong. It could have been June 21st. God. How can that be? Yeah, I like Bukowski. God, that's weird. I don't know. Life is strange for sure. Yeah, what's I'm sorry, a little taken back here. June 21st, huh? Bukowski was such a bastard, but he was a poet. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he was a piece of shit of a human, but he was very poetic. Uh, Thoughts on possums as a pet? I would love to have a possum as a pet, but I don't know if it's an appropriate pet. I haven't done stand up in years. They have a little pocket though. I will say this about possums, is that if they are me, I'm an animal person. I've had them in my house before, and I'm just like can pick them up. They don't do anything. Be careful. You know, maybe call somebody, but possums I have no problem with. Yes, the only North American marsupial. June 21st. That's right. I'm sorry, I'm a little preoccupied.
I think it has to be entirely coincidental. You know, if this was a movie, maybe we would assume.
They are docile.
But prosecutors, by and large, really don't care about what's going on.
Jacqueline, make sure and send me your email address tonight, okay? Make sure and like contact me on info@readyourdog.com so I can send you a Zoom link. Be great. I love talking to you. They're Saudi? What? Sodi? I don't know that word. What kind of books do you usually read? Who, me? Whatever. I'm listening to the news right now. I haven't read a book lately. I might though. You never know. You never know. The scriptures. I read the Bible, of course. No, I'm not very religious. Not that way. I guess I'm spiritual, but I would never believe that. Or I'm not arrogant enough to think that God is an old man with a beard that looks like Merlin. What Zoom link? Just gonna talk to Jacqueline tomorrow on Zoom. That's all. It's nothing. We're just gonna pal around on Zoom for a little bit. See what's going on with her. I'm a little nervous.
What do you think he meant by his character?
I'm reading a WoW book on Africa. Rahel, it's the one-on-one link. It's not for us. Peter, I'd like to talk to you on Zoom as well. Well, you know, maybe. Keki's right here. The Christian God is created in the image of man. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. Thank God for that. It's got to be like, it's probably anything but what we can make up in our own mind to like rationalize our mortality. And that is what I would tell you about June 21st or June 12th. But maybe I should wait and tell you about that so you're not flipped out. I've had these like real vivid dreams. I've had real vivid dreams where I go to the interior of the sun and there's what appears to be like gray aliens up there. I asked them, I said, "Are you gray aliens?" And they said that they're called many things. But that's where they told me that I'm going. And one time they gave me a date. I thought it was June 12th. I don't know. It was just a dream. I don't know. How is your Raven? His name is Sam. He's good. He's good. Do you like the movie Fire in the Sky? I've seen it. Tunnel Vision. Yeah, that's right. You've heard the story. I've had several, I've had, periodically they'll take me. And I'll end up there. And it's about once every 7 years. I don't know. They're the only dreams I can really, I have, a vividly remember for a long period of time. Can you get Sam? No. No, he's in the other room. I've seen something strange in the sky I can't explain. It's ignorant to assume it's only intelligence in the universe. Yeah, I saw something in the back of here. I was like, oh my God. It changed me, and it also changed the way that I thought about the super vivid dreams. And the super vivid dreams, Jacqueline, you can find on my Instagram under Peter Kane Dog Training 1. And I always wanted to, I don't know, maybe I talked about this and you've heard me talk about it, but I always wanted to paint them or, do like a illustration of them. And then not too long ago, they took me, and then I came back, and I woke up, and I had an epiphany, and I understand how to do Photoshop. So I started producing those. And I don't know. They seem very real. But it's a dream, so it's nothing more than a dream. I'm not crazy. It's just a real vivid dream. Real vivid. First time I had one, I was terrified. It's terrifying. They take me, and whatever I'm wearing, I end up wearing in the dream. The first time they took me, I was naked. It's crazy. They walked me on this sea urchin thing once. To explain to me that I had to be careful up there, that I could get hurt. And they said, as soon as I leave, the pain will stop. I said, can you do anything for the pain? And they said, don't worry about it. When you leave, the pain will stop. It's crazy up there. Told me I'd get to be a zookeeper. Great. Thanks. Seriously. Freezer and Morty. Don't talk about it, please, Star Child. It's just a dream. It's just a weird dream. Try DMT. No, man. It's not. That's not it. It's not it. It's just I'm asleep when it happens, and then I wake up going, "What just happened? What was that?" I don't know. Peter, have you ever heard of the type of Bigfoot with the glowing hands? No, never heard of that. Bigfoot are magnetic, though. Can't wait for spring and summer to be over. What? I'm loving it.
I'm Susan, and I'm 52, and I live in San Francisco.
Same as a vivid dream.
I have been a sales and sales management.
I'm not doing that.
professional.
No, thanks. I was around in the late 70s. I don't need to do that.
Love reading. I
Um,
super important to me.
seriously, I don't drink.
Those are what bothering me. So I tried Prevagen and it
Um,
for me. I wish I had taken
I don't want to. I don't want to do anything like that. Thanks though. I don't need any ayahuasca. Um, no. I'll drink kombucha. To do some Bigfoot looking here in Nebraska. Nebraska? Are you crazy? Why would I do that? What's in Nebraska? Corn? No peer pressure unless it's for catfish. Well, Peter, I believe in prophetic dreams. I know I was so clear though, and I swear I thought that it was like June 12th. Could be just nothing. Why is your juice so big? No moonshine. Haha. No, I don't drink anymore. I would never drink moonshine. No, I've never gotten catfish before. I'm not very trusting. You can spot a catfish a mile away. You can. Ever heard of Bigfoot in the UK? They claim. I've heard the claim. I had a dream once that you showed us the freezer and the Bigfoot bodies. I bet you did get catfish, David. A lot, right? Do I play video games? No, not really. No, I don't really play video games. When I was a kid, I played Pong. Nobody even knows what Pong is. You hooked it up to like a TV. And what's your favorite type of fish to eat? Shark, swordfish. I got some smoked salmon down there. Stop promoting your shit here. Get rid of them. An El Camino just drove by. We got Bigfoots in the UK. I remember Pong. Of course, Shirley Jones. Smoked giant otter. Sure. Godzilla is not real. No. I love mackerel. Out of the can? I have smoked mackerel down there, actually. Rahel says thumbs up on Nebraska. I'll eat a bluegill and I'll eat a crappie too. Sure. I love to fish for those with like ultralight. That's a blast. I'll eat muskie. I'll eat pike. Whatever. How many birds do you have? I'm so curious. Tame Lauren, I have. Let's see. Solar. Girls. 7. Tilapia, I'm not too wild about. I'll be honest with you. Sort of mushy and I don't know. I'm not wild about. I'll eat it. If I cook it, I like to cook it whole. I like to barbecue it. I'm gonna have 28 chickens. It's great. I have a duck. I like sushi. What about that, Jacqueline? Do you like? Will you eat sushi? I'm trying to get Jacqueline to respond. I eat raw tuna too. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You're making that up. Isn't that a made-up word? Oh, yum. Oh, good. Killer. That's great. Do you have, are you vaccinated? You probably are. You're a nurse. Trying to get her to respond again. Jack knows. I'm going to get to the bottom of some questions tomorrow. Yes, you are vaccinated. Good girl. That's good. Like, I'll find out if well, I assume you're American. Right. You're on the U.S. side, correct? I just had hot and sour soup. Hot and sour soup is how I judge all Chinese restaurants. If they don't have a good hot and sour soup, the restaurant is shit. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Are you all in lockdown up there? Isn't that state a mess? Anti-vax. Listen, I just dealt with somebody that was anti-vax. It's nuts. It's just, what the hell are you talking about? Science? You don't believe in science? It was my first time trying it, Rahel. So good. Live sardines. I cooked sardines downstairs. I got them fresh from Wegmans and fried them. They're delicious. Egg drop soup is the same. What? Is hot and sour? No. Hot and sour soup's great. But it's got to be good. If it's not good hot and sour, the restaurant stinks. There's a good Chinese restaurant. I haven't been to a restaurant since the pandemic started. This is true. I haven't done it. Okay, I'm getting rid of this guy. Bye, Joe Mama. Have you ever had pot or Korean? Yeah, of course, man. I was in Brooklyn. A lot of Korean barbecue. I like Korean food. I like it all. I'll eat it. Japanese, Greek, Italian. I love French. I like French and Italian a lot. Boy, I bet, Jacqueline, I bet where you live, your choice of restaurants just stinks. You were in the military, so you've been around. I bet where you live, it's all comfort food and shit. It's like here, that there's just you can go to Ithaca. Ithaca has restaurants. Yes, I believe in science. There's a couple restaurants in Corning, but for the most part, man, it's all like diner type food. It's not. I went and got a steak at this place, and it was like this thin. It was like 14 bucks. I'm like, what is this? It was like gray. They couldn't, terrible. A baked potato that was just, and then the salad that came with this was like iceberg lettuce, and I'll eat iceberg lettuce, but I mean, come on, man. There's I'm used to New York City, where you could go eat at a restaurant for $40 a person, but eat really good. Here, there's it's shit. It is. It's terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. It's like what there's this place called Pudgy's. Pudgy's? Who wants to eat a place called Pudgy's? Yeah, it's all garbage here. I bet it is so similar to here. I bet it's just more populated where I'm at than where you're at. I'm close to Ithaca, Watkins Glen. There's a couple restaurants in Watkins Glen. One's associated with a hotel. I've eaten swordfish in there. It's okay. I know where to get sushi here. But I mean, God damn. It's pathetic. This is a tourist area. So there are a few restaurants that are sort of, But I mean, God, it ain't New York City. There's no Greek food or anything. There's a Thai restaurant down there. Not that great, but it is Thai food. I don't know what it is about these sort of redneck areas. They can't. I don't know. They're just. It's all comfort food and shit. What about? Hey. What about this, Jacqueline? Have you ever had Marmite or Vegemite? Have you ever eaten that? And what do you think of it?
Let me play for you, and those of you who haven't seen the whole interview, you should really see it.
Hang on, we're waiting for a response from Jacqueline.
You've seen him on TV before talking
Waiting.
about his experience, but not like this. This is part of that interview where he talked.
No, I haven't. Well, there you go. If you come here, we're gonna have it. You might love it. Did when you were in the military, were you involved in conflict? Were you in a hot zone? Was there a war going on?
Hand-to-hand combat of my entire life.
Hang on, we're waiting. Nobody's saying anything. Everybody's waiting for this one.
Of that day without more significant loss of life is.
Nobody's saying a word.
These are people that Senator Ron Johnson has described as people he didn't fear at all. He thought they were fine. Donald Trump said he loved them. I cannot get past that, Michael Beschloss. And there will be Capitol Police officers stationed.
I do pizzas. I have pizzas, frozen pizzas in the oven. I eat those a lot because it's easy. And I like a chicken pot pie. I might have one later. I admit it. It's like we're all dead to him. No, man, I'm trying to get info from what? Come on, Pachinko. No, I love you. No, I was in comms, not in action. Oh, good. I'm happy for you. That's good. I'm glad. That's good. Yeah, that would have been a bummer. The best pizza. Who has had a Chicago hot dog? Has anybody here ever had a Chicago hot dog? Those are delicious. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? It's my favorite. Those are delicious. Yeah, they're great. Oh my. I don't think we're talking about that. Yes, I have. Yeah. Chili cheese dog, not the same thing. Yeah, I can't eat them. Of course, I live here in Vienna. Chicago dogs are yummy. Quack. Yes, delicious milk. Have you ever had Wegmans mushroom truffle pizza? Yes, I have. Of course I have. Come on, man. Yeah, I got new chat crush. I'm trying to chat up Jacqueline. We ain't hating. No, she seems fine. How do you like your steak? Rare? How do you like yours? Well done with ketchup? Me and the pigeon felt like a dead pile of, come on. Come on. She's a nurse. She's a nurse. Do I have any? I don't have a choice. I have to be interested. You know how I am with nurses. She's got long hair and could put it in a high ponytail. She reads books. She did a video. She can be in front of a camera. She's bold enough that she could be in front of a camera and not be freaked out. What am I gonna do? She's fascinating. She lives in the woods. She lives in the fucking woods. There's no choice here. God damn. Somebody was asking me to do a workout video. Some guys were. And I know it's a compliment, but I just don't think I can do it. It's just so sort of gay. Like, I don't really want to do that. It's a compliment, but I don't want to do it. Told me I should do it with my shirt off and stuff. I don't want somebody pulling it. I can't do it. Sorry. Rare, man, rare. I'll use A1 sauce occasionally. I like A1 sauce. I had A1. They were out of A1 sauce, And so what I got was Wegmans steak sauce, and it was pretty good, but it wasn't A1 sauce. A1 is pretty good. It is. I can drink it right out of the bottle. I can drink the Worcestershire right out of the bottle too. Heinz 57, I could do a shot glass of it, no problem. You can order Vienna hot dogs from Chicago sent to you. No, come on, man. That's ridiculous. But thank you. That's nice of you to offer. That is. It's very generous. Who, me? No, I've never given a knobber. I can attest to that. You know, sorry to disappoint you. I'm sure that would have like. Are you one of them that wanted me to do the workout video? You know how old I am, right? It's sick. I could be your great grandfather. Oh man. Me and the pigeon are literal. Come on, Pachinko. You know I love you, baby. Come on. And the pigeon lady, you guys are my favorite. You're always going to be my favorite. You guys are great. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Trust me. I think about you guys all the time. I do.
I always thought it was me, that I was the
Trust me.
all these diets never worked.
I want. Oh look, it's Nessa. Speak of the devil. There's Nessa. I had another question. I don't think my question was answered. I'm trying to answer another one to Lurking Girl, but let's see. Do you have siblings? Do you have siblings, or in your case, are you from a litter? Is there a litter of Stitches? I have two brothers. One's older, one's younger. One's 9 years younger. He's married, the older one's gay. Peter, what color are my eyes? Green or blue? Greenish blue. They're blue. We're lower than dog shit. Pachinkos are brown. She's got brown eyes. Nessa has brown eyes too. Tim Thorne has brown eyes. I got it right on every time. You've seen them? Can you remember? Yeah, they're bluish. Nope, they're green. That's what I meant to say. It just slipped out, man. It slipped out. It's no big deal. Who cares? Who cares about what color somebody's eyes are? That's what I meant to say. All of you have green eyes. It's no big deal. Toxic has hazel eyes, I bet. Whitish blue eyes. Who has whitish blue eyes? My dog Mango. Like, he's got cataracts. You have cataracts? I have black eyes. Really? Your eyes are black? Electric blue. Mine are brown, of course. I've been told that there's a little blue around them. Is that true? Like there's a blue? I don't know if it's true. Maybe it is true. I have orange white eyes. My mom has crystal blue eyes. I have very tiny feet. Everybody knows this. I just thought I would throw this out there. They're tiny. They're very small. Does anybody have smaller feet than me? I wear a size 2. They have a prosthetic device that goes on the front of my foot so that it looks like it's normal sized. My eyes are black. To Sam like the duck. Not a lot of interaction. Remy's in the room right now. They're getting along. Size 2. Yes, size 2. In the kids department. They're very tiny. Oh, by the way, Jill and Mac told me not to talk bad about my house. And I don't know why. My house is starting to look awesome on the inside. But I mean, come on, it's not the Taj Mahal or anything. I am rich now again, thanks to my COVID relief checks. It's great. A lot of stress is off me. My feet are tiny. Is that why you kick people? My feet are 11 and a half, really? Mine are 2s. I had to get custom prosthetic devices that slip over it like this. Like, here's my foot, right? It's a 2. And then the devices slip over it like that so that it looks like I have normal feet, so that people aren't staring at my my infant-sized feet. And they help me stand. Like, without them, I couldn't stand up. I just sort of fall over. Do you use Vaseline for what? Peter, it's my turn to ask some questions. What books do you have on that shelf behind you? Most of the books on that shelf behind me are antique, but there are some that are more contemporary. There's the French Lieutenant's Woman, Carl Sagan, No Bad Dogs. The books directly behind me, those are all National Geographics from the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and they're in like leather-bound things. And then there's like an index for them. There's many just. I have some art books. What do I got? Urinary surgery and veterinary diseases from 1918. Prince Eugene and his times. There's Asimov Foundation Trilogy. Poems and Poetic Dramas. Arthur C. Clarke, 2001. Most of these here are very old, like Mary Stuart, Queen of Scots, a little bit of everything. Myths of Greece and Rome. I got some first editions in here. I got you name it. Here's the Queens of England. This is probably old. This is probably 1800 or something. What's this? 1854. There's Little Caesar. We got some German books. The Bobbsey twins on a houseboat. Changeling. Two Under the Indian Sun. The Heart of the Desert.
Paul, one of the jurors in the Chauvin trial has spoken out. He was on the Today Show. The juror was on the Today Show.
John Mansfield, the Phantom Toll Booth. I got a lot of stuff that I could you probably nobody's ever heard of. They're really obscure antique books. I got more. I probably have another 500 in the barn. I need to make more bookshelves and get them out of the barn. we could be on fire smoldering and he wouldn't notice our chart. Come on. Pachinko. Ask me another question. German? Yeah, I asked him, do you speak German? Like German, obscure German medical book, or like a German poetry, or yeah, I have Virginia Woolf around. Sure. I have some. I don't know. I have some. Come on. That's ridiculous. What else? You put some Vaseline on the Sasquatch head. Why? I think you need to go. You keep talking about, hey Peter. I think you're gone. I don't like you, Kurt. You rub me the wrong way. What do you want me to say? I've lost weight in the last. Reiki is one of my. Oh. Reiki is one. Used to, but I lost the skills after not using them for song. Reiki. Right. Oh, sorry. This woman used to speak, but I lost the skills then. And did you? I'm asking you another question. When you were in the military, okay, were you stationed overseas at all? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. No, I don't know what that is. I was stationed in San Diego, Jacksonville, Florida, Philadelphia. No, I wasn't. I was stationed in the South U.S. What did you do? 4 years? I was in San Diego. Yeah, if I could play. Yes. 4 years. And what branch was it? Yes, I was stationed at the Point Loma sub base. I was on a sub tender. Can you show us Khaki? Khaki's eating right now. Hang on, I'm trying to find out what branch of the Air Force. I knew you were going to say that. I did. I knew you were going to say that. Because you're smart. Either you go in the Air Force or you go in the Navy. You go in the Army or the Marines. Are you kidding me? Who wants to do that? I mean, seriously. I'm sorry. I appreciate anybody that did it. I don't want to get shot at. I don't. You know, I just sort of wanted a job. I was getting cold out. I was a kid. When I joined, I needed a place to sleep. I wanted a job. I didn't want to get shot at, and I didn't want to shoot anybody. You want to be a grunt. I don't, you know. It's just not. The one thing that I'll say about the military, and this would be positive, is I remember as a kid, they would tell you to do something, and you'd be like, why are we doing it like this? And then as you did it, it made sense why they asked you to do it like that. You know, there was a reason why we were doing it like that. I will also say this, that every base that I went to and every ship that I went to, there were layers of paint. If we didn't have anything to do, or whoever, I always had something to do, but like they would just have somebody painting. There would be paint this thick on like a door. It was crazy. Somebody was always painting. It's nuts. Oh, there's going to be an inspection. Oh, we better paint this room, you know? I'm Lieutenant Dan. I don't know. Not in my experience. I didn't like it. No, I have not. I'm glad I did, but I wouldn't want to do it again. I've had reoccurring dreams. Ay caramba. I've had reoccurring dreams where I'm in the military and I'm going out to sea and I don't know what to do because I have my dogs. I'm good, thank you. It's like, it's usually when I'm real busy or something. It's a real bummer of a dream. Or I'm on the ship and I got my dog on the ship and the dog isn't supposed to be on the ship. That was the only time that I didn't live with an animal, is when I was in the military. It sucked. It sucked. Wonder what Freud would say about those dreams. Probably not much. That I have anxiety about work. That's what it sounds like. They're anxiety-ridden dreams, man. They're related to work, and that's what the military was just work all the time. We never left work. We slept on the damn ship. You know, we get every other weekend off or something, but it blew. I didn't like it. So, I mean, it was okay. It was okay for the time, but like, I don't know. When I was in, they had this deal like, for every $1 that you put in, they'll match your $1. I wasn't gonna do that. I needed my money to drink. I wanted to go out and get wasted because I hated where I was, and I was an alcoholic. So I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't thinking that. And then when I went to art school, you know. No, Kaki's right here. Stop that. Pachinko, how's your day been, buddy? How's your day been? It's been good. Are you gonna watch some Pacino tonight? Are you? How's that sculpture doing? How is that sculpture? Do you still have? Yeah, I think a lot of people in the military have a drinking problem. I did for sure. Yeah, it's like nothing to do. I'd just be hammered, you know. It's not conducive to like not getting wasted. We would smoke. Oh, I shouldn't talk about that. Some people would smoke weed in the military in the 80s and like do it on ship and go down in voids, like these big spaces, supply spaces and smoke marijuana.
If he's talking like that, will anything else be
Not
able to improve?
good.
If he is more
Yeah, well, you know, why not?
than he is to voting rights. How do we get
Right?
Well, first, let me say I couldn't agree with you more.
Why not do a live stream?
What these Republican legislatures
A lot of people I knew in the military had a coke problem.
lose an election
Yeah, people did that too. I was never into that. I was never into blow. No thanks. I mean, if I would have tried it, I probably wouldn't have liked it. Not my cup of tea. As a drinker, you know, that was my drug of choice, was drinking. As a drunk, I admit it. It was stupid. What a waste of money. I'd go out with a couple $100 when I was drinking and come home with like nothing. I don't know what happened to it. Like, what about, hang on, what about Kerhonkson? Who is that? Ever been to a court? Kerhonkson, New York? Yeah, I worked at the Shakespeare Conservatory in Kerhonkson. I worked at the Shakespeare Conservatory. It's no more, it's defunct now. Accord Kerhonkson. I don't know what Accord is, but I know where Kerhonkson is. What did you drink? I drank beer, mostly, but I drink anything. And at the end, I was drinking a lot of vodka. I'd drink martinis, vodka martinis, dirty martinis. Yes, I've been to Canada. No, that's crazy talk. I met a Vietnam vet who said his buddies would smoke opium and take helicopter. I smoked opium when I was in Philadelphia. I tried that. It tasted like perfume. It tasted a lot like perfume. It was weird. Not a real buzz. I was, you know, did it a couple times. Some kid was selling it. I was 18. I tried it. I'm glad the moons are over. I don't know. I think it's a really like low dose of. It's an opiate. It's an opiate for sure. Opium is worse than coke. I didn't find it addictive at all. I didn't even want to. I did it a couple times, and I was just like, whatever. I tasted it. I don't know. I didn't find myself. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was opium. It was like a little white ball thing. It tasted like perfume. It was years ago. I'm glad I never did heroin, you know. Everybody I know that did heroin ended up sticking a needle in their arm. Gross, you know. Same thing with people I know that did crystal meth. They end up like sticking a needle in their arm. Never did that. Do you think weed will be legalized? Yes, I think so. I think there's too much of a. I have money invested in weed stocks right now, Canadian weed stocks. That's mostly what I own. And I own it for that reason. No, Connor, maybe one day. I just added in 2 moderators the other day. You haven't been around long enough. And Jacqueline, you know, she just joined, but she's hot, so she became a moderator real quick. And she made a video to prove that she wasn't a catfish. So, and she reads books, and she's a nurse. She's a nurse, dude. No, Connor. Dude, can I ask Jacqueline one more question? Please? Don't give me crap. You are an RN as of August. Do you work as an RN yet? Or are you just taking time off from school?
Kamala Harris, who is also going to be the first woman of color to sit there and be as vice president. But
Bye, Dragon.
maybe more important than that great symbolism we have is he's going to propose a big, bold plan to help America, dealing with traditional
See you, Ariel.
infrastructure, dealing with green infrastructure, but also dealing with human infrastructure.
I'm waiting for a response. What was the question again?
Capitalism is important.
Oh, yeah.
Saying one is better than the other.
You graduated
Roads, bridges, etc., to improve
being an RN. You were a neuroscience major, and then you got your RN.
to make community college free.
And now, do you work as an RN, or are you just taking time off because you've been in school?
A good day, and then he will
No, I'll be finished with my RN degree in August. Oh, man.
We are out of time.
top 1%.
We are out of time. Do you have a quick thought on your fellow New
Well, that's
Yorker,
good.
Rudy Giuliani and his travails? Very quickly.
Well, you know,
I already have my neuro degree.
Justice Department will follow the law and unturn every stone.
I see.
Not like the Trump Justice Department.
I see.
They will find everything.
Senate Majority Leader,
God,
thank you for spending some time
go to
with us.
school a lot.
Nice to be with you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, don't
Um,
worry, everybody. I will be back in just a moment with my pals Brian Williams, Rachel,
How?
Nicole.
I'd ask you where do you get your RN degree from? Is there a school up there?
Gang on back together. Stay with us.
May I pry? University of Michigan or something? Not a fan of nurses? What are you talking about? Nurses are awesome, dude. Their hair smells like strawberries. What are you talking about, man? That really makes me mad. Don't listen to him, nurses. Do you know? I'm a dude and he's not gay. It takes time. What? Yeah, nurses so what? Nurses are so hot. I agree. My best friend is one and I adore her. Awesome. I agree. Nurses are great. Julie Mack is a nurse. Anna S. is a nurse. There's a bunch of nurses on here. Jacqueline's going to be a nurse in August. Nurses are the best. Solar's good. Nurses suck blood. Come on. Really? Major self-esteem boost. Charming. All right, go ahead and finish the Samaritan. Okay, Edward D. I'm a nurse and my hair smells like, well, blueberries.
Active recovery.
I bet it doesn't.
Foam technology absorbs impact with every step, so your body
Just lurking. I'm trying to get. Lawyers are hot too. If you say so, Nathan.
at infos.com. Feel better.
The-
Feel the you.
They're parasitic.
Out here, we know you're ready for a fresh start and a new season.
My niece is a nurse.
Gardeners dig into fresh ground.
Um,
Owners need a little horsepower to get property looking its best.
I've had a nurse take my blood before.
Gives us a new purpose.
It's true.
42,000 of us in over 19
Um,
tractor supply stores are here to help with home
I've got a pigeon called Phobo, and she looks like a crow.
services that make shopping easier than ever.
I'm doing a program in my area, but I don't want to specify which town. Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's cool. Absolutely, you could be right. I see. Sorry. You gotta keep your anonymity. Definitely. It's true. Especially if it's a small place. And it probably is. Because it's in your area. In your area, there's nothing there. Except, evidently, a school and a hospital. That's what it sounds like. Don't forget to acknowledge us, male nurses. It's been... Oh, I'm sure. I you know, I appreciate it. Everybody appreciates nurses. Seriously. It's a, you know, it's a job that is very, it's needed, number one. And, male nurses are hot, see? I had shoulder surgery in my senior year. I had a hernia surgery, a double hernia surgery this year, and it was the smartest thing I ever did. I'm so glad that I did that. Oh my God. I didn't know. I thought I had diverticulitis or diverticulosis or something. I don't know what it was. Then I was in a like an online consultation with my doctor. I said, you know, are we sure that this is what it is? She says, well, okay. I said, do you want to see? And she said, do you mind? And so I showed her, and she said, you know, Peter, that looks like a hernia. I'm gonna schedule you for an appointment with a surgeon. That's all history. That was such a smart thing. God, I can't. That was like 2 years of hell. There was. David, you are not ugly as. Don't say that about yourself, man. Listen, David, listen to me, man. You're bummed out, right? Trust me. Just listen, David. Life is a bummer. It is true, and I understand depression. I've been there, man. It sucks. Do what my suggestion was, okay? It's real hard to do because you're depressed. But if you could just do 3 push-ups, okay? And then maybe try a little bit later to do 4 and just add on real slow. You'll be doing something positive and you'll be changing the endorphins in your brain. It'll be more positive. You'll get out of this funk, and you know it's a funk. Don't start doing stuff. And if you verbalize negativity like that, it just, you're just reinforcing it. So try not to do that. Tell yourself not to do that. And David, I've been doing, okay, good. And try this too. When you're going to bed, you're laying in bed, I don't know if you sleep too much or you're not sleeping at all, but when you're just sitting around, just say, tomorrow is going to be better. It's going to get better and better and better. And just keep saying that to yourself, and it will. You're going to hit a high spot soon. Is a beast for sure. I'm on a break between semesters right now. For how long? How long's your break? Talk to me. Talk to me, Jacqueline. Talk politics. Really? She don't want me to do that. I'm trying to find out how long Jacqueline's break is. Peter, you're thirsty. No, she seems cool. I don't know, what the hell? 3 weeks. I'm not sure what to do with myself when I don't have to study. Why don't you come down here and hang out? You got 3 weeks? Come on down and hang out. We'll hang out. You could drive or you could fly. The Corning Elmira Airport is where you would fly into. Or you could drive. I think that's like a 9-hour drive, though. You should come down. We don't even have to Zoom. You could just come down. You could leave now. I don't care. I'm fine, man. I'm serious. You don't. I'm not a danger. Not. I'll yell at a dog. I will. I'll yell at the dogs. That's about it. You should come down. You want my address? You could show up at my door. We can talk about it over Zoom. All right, I'm going to try and talk you into it. That'd be great. That'd be fun. I'd like to hang out with you. I don't know. What the hell? I'm going with my gut. We'll just hang out and see what happens. I don't give a shit. Got nothing to do. Well, will you watch a movie? Do you like to watch movies? Or are you against that? It's springtime here. The leaves are on the trees and it's getting warm. It's real nice. It's going to be real nice. Seriously. Pigeon Lady has my address. Really? You got my address? It is online. You could jump in a car and come down here in the morning and I wouldn't be bummed out. I'd be like, oh, hey, what? Who's against watching movies? I would like to have a bonfire. Oh, yeah, we could do that, sure. Yeah, who's against watching movies? I would like to have a... Oh, yeah, sure. We can burn some stuff. You like to burn shit? I love to burn shit. I'm like a junior pyro. I was a fireman in the military, so it's safe for me to burn stuff. Yeah, you should come down here. Sure. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But that's great. So you got 3 weeks off, and then you go back, and then you're done in August? That'd be cool. I'll stop acting excited and, you know, I'll act sort of nonchalant. Yeah, it'd be all right if you came down here. I don't care. I got nothing to do. Let me act apathetic. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Khaki's cool. Khaki's, where is Khak? Khak, where are you? She's right at my feet with her head like tucked in. Wow. Who forgets a lot? What? Yeah, do what the doctor tells you, David. See,